and welcome to Waterfall Yoga with Jess. Today I'm going to lead you through another option for a yoga warm-up. So if you want to start on your mat, we're going to find a child's pose. So sink your bum back towards your heels. Option to have your knees together to hit your lower back more, or have your knees apart a bit wider to hit your upper back and outer hips a bit more. So up to you, whatever you need today. Walk your hands forwards and rest your forehead on the floor. If you need to, you could use a block or a book or a pillow to support your forehead. If you need a bit more room, you could even roll up a towel and put that underneath your knees if you need a bit more support there. This shape can look very different for a lot of people, so whatever's comfortable for you. And just begin to find your breath. Notice where it is today. And begin to think about finding some nice movement in your rib cage as you breathe in, allowing that to expand and lift. And as you breathe out, allowing that to draw in and down. So with each breath, finding movement in that rib cage. And just notice if you're wriggling, fidgeting, or if you're still. And then gently press the palms of your hands into the mat, finding a bit more active engagement here. And walk the hands over to the right hand side of the mat. Left hand on top of right, and really press down into that left palm, sending your hips still back towards your feet, especially thinking about that through your left hip, breathing into that side body, finding that rib cage expansion as you breathe in, and then walking back to center, taking a breath. And when you're ready, walking your hands over to the right hand side of the mat, right hand on top of left this time, pressing that hand down, finding expansion in the ribcage as you breathe in, feeling a nice slight side stretch. Walking the hands back to center, and then coming up to find tabletop. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And we'll take some cat-cows, lubricating that spine. So inhale, dipping the belly, gazing up, chin up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the tail and the chin. Inhale, gazing up, shoulders back and down, tailbone lifts, belly drops. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin tucks, squeezing the bum. Carrying on with your own breath in your own time. Lovely. Finding neutral tabletop once more, and taking some circles around the wrists to gently warm up those wrists. Just check in, see, are your fingers all bunched together? Or are they really spread apart? And can you find somewhere in between? And then changing direction. Take circles of the wrists the other way. Lovely. Warming up the hips and the wrists now. Nice. And then taking a palm step forwards, extending your legs straight out behind you, lifting the knees. Find your lovely strong plank. And just begin to find a nice engagement through the whole body here. So squeezing the bum, lifting the kneecaps, quads engaged. Energy through your heels and through the crown of your head. Trying to keep a nice spinal extension, so spine's in one long line. And when you're ready, dropping the knees, walking the hands forwards, stacking the hips over the knees. We'll find a gentle puppy pose, still warming up. So taking the hands maybe a bit wide, actively pressing them into the mat. And I'd like you to think not about dipping your bum to the sky, but instead keeping a neutral spine. And think about your armpits opening, gently gazing forwards, if that's available, or maybe bringing your forehead to the mat. And breathing. Always remember to breathe. Lovely. And then maybe using your forehead as support as you bring the forearms down to the floor. We'll step back and find forearm plank. So this time your arms are parallel, pressing them into the floor, palms and forearms. Finding a nice long line again through your whole body. And breathing here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Must keep breathing. Don't panic. Nice. Think about pushing up between the shoulder blades. Lovely. And lowering the knees. Walking the hands back a little, sinking the hips back towards the feet. Maybe taking the child's pose version that you didn't take last time. So I'm going to take knees together this time. Nice little child's pose. And then walking the hands back towards you. Taking a comfortable seated position. If you need to shift out of this, that's fine. I'm just going to move to face camera. But you can stay there. We'll inhale the arms to the sky. And exhale, twist to the right. Left hand at the outside of the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Finding length through the crown of the head. And inhale, reaching back to center. And exhale, twisting to the other side. Right fingertips come to the outer edge of the left knee. Left fingertips on the floor behind you. Lovely. And once more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, twist. And inhale, reach. And exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. And exhale, stretch those hands down either side, far away from the body as possible, until they reach the floor. And we'll come back into a tabletop, walk the hands forward and push back into our first downward facing dog. So can bend the knees here. You can walk out through the feet, pedal out, walk that dog. How much is that dog in the window? Woof, woof. Just to find your downward dog, first downward dog of the day. Press into those palms and the finger pads, especially your thumb and forefinger side of the hands. They might want to lift up, press them down. Checking your biceps in line with your ears. Nice, lift those hips. Lovely. And then slowly, slowly walk the feet towards the hands. And take a nice juicy forward fold here. So just let yourself fold over and hang. No judgment here. Everybody is different. Every day is different. Just let it be how it is. It's good that we're moving. Maybe shake your head. I always get confused when you start doing this. Shake your head, no. Or nod your head, yes. Don't know why being upside down confuses me, which is which. But it does. Lovely. And then release those arms, press the feet into the floor. Take a little micro bend through the knees, squeeze the bum. And slowly roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Lovely, and roll the shoulders back. Take a few rolls of those shoulders. Nice. Whew. Let go. And you can stay again in that position in your mat. But we'll just take some hip circles here. So shifting your weight into your left foot, lifting the right knee. You might want to take your left hand to your hip. Opening the right leg out to the side. It might be crunchy, mine is today. And just take some circles with that knee, keeping a little bend in the left knee. You might wobble around, might need a wall to hold on to. Do whatever you need to do. Nice, and when you've done 3 or 4 in one direction, do 3 or 4 in the other. It's all good. One more. Nice, have a little wiggle, have a little dance. Shift that weight into the right this time. Right hand on hip, left knee lifts, and opening it out to the side. Nice. 3 or 4 in one direction. And 3 or 4 in the other. Enjoy those wobbles. Nice. And then finding yourself at the front of your mat, we'll take some sun salutations. So inhaling, lifting your hands to the sky, gazing up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, flat back, looking forwards. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping back to plank. Option always to lower the knees and be in half plank. Always an option. But let's all do it now because we're warming up. And then lowering down to the floor. Squeezing behind the shoulder blades. Let's take the fingertips off the floor. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, pushing back through child's pose up to downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. Nice. Inhale, rise to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forwards. And let's walk to start with to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, hands to the sky. Look up. Exhale, hands come to prayer at heart center. Inhale, hands to the sky, look up. Maybe take a gentle back bend, but squeeze that bum if you do. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forwards. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with the other foot this time, mix it up. Lower the knees and lower down through half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, squeeze the bum, squeeze between the shoulder blades. See, can you lift your fingertips off the floor? And exhale, push back through child's pose up to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Again, think about pressing into those finger pads and the palms. Fingers slightly spread, not massively spread, not all bunched together. Lovely. Inhale, rise to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and option to walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, hands to the sky. And exhale, hands come to prayer at heart center. Inhale, hands to the sky again. Maybe take a gentle back bend. Squeeze the bum if you do. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold and walk or hop back to plank. Lower down through full or half chaturanga, your choice now. Inhale, up dog or cobra. If you're taking up dog, notice knees are off the floor. Squeeze the bum, shoulders down and back. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. A few breaths here. Think about closing the gap between your lower rib cage and your hip bone. Inhale, rise to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forwards and hop or step forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands come to prayer at heart center. Inhale, reaching up, squeeze the bum, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and walk or hop back to plank. Lower down through full or half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Check, are you breathing? Are you holding on to any tension in your face? Because you don't need that. Lovely. Inhale, rise to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. And walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Hands come to prayer at heart center. Exhale. Lovely. So hopefully you are a bit warm now and ready to start one of my other classes. Thank you for practicing with me, and comments, likes, suggestions, always welcome. Thank you. See you soon. Hope to practice with you again soon.